Hello and welcome to the TigrePup channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created my rare and exquisite red genie look. If this topic interests you, then please keep watching. Okay, so while deciding what look I wanted to go for Halloween, I decided I wanted to try to do a genie look. As you can see here, I searched Jafar Red Genie, and these are the things that I came up with. Not too many people are interested in doing that, but when I searched for a regular genie, everybody came up with the blue genie from off Aladdin. So I was trying to do something different. So I decided to be Jafar the Red Genie. Okay, well, something similar to that. So if you remember, he was the bad guy, Jafar. Also, I took a little bit off of I Dream of Jeannie. I don't know if you remember that series where she would cross her arms and bob her head and do her magical powers and stuff like that. So this was the inspiration for this particular makeup look. And if this interests you, just keep watching. Okay, so this is a very long look, so what I decided to do was speed it up really fast. It's still long, but I decided to do sections, so if you wanted to skip to this or that, you can always do that anyway. So right here I'm just working on my brows. I brow block my brows, and now I'm trying to sculpt out how I want my eyebrows to be, even though I'm like doing my base for my eyeshadow. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here, and I'm going to try to level it out evenly on both sides of my face. So just check that out. And right here I'm just shaping my brows. I penciled it, well, not penciled it in, but I drew them in with makeup, and I'm trying to get the nice shape that I want to have ultimately for my brows. I'm checking on both sides to make sure it's even. I'm going in with my pomade. I believe that's like dark brown, and coloring in my brows, and I'm setting everything with a translucent powder. Okay, so right here I'm going in with my eyes. This is what my eyeshadow look is going to be about. That's why I did a video on a review of beauty Glazed Color Fusion, because I wanted all the rainbow colors in order for me to do eyeshadow looks with the SFX palettes that I've purchased. But yeah, so that's what you see me doing here. I'm just mapping out the shape of my actual eye shape, I guess you would call it. I did my brows because I wanted overly dramatic, draggy, big eyed. I'm making my crease right here. So that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so right here I'm blending out the edges, trying to add depth and dimension to the eyes so that it actually looks like somewhat of a crease. Right now in this particular image, I'm just using like a very dark blue to try to get more depth so it could look, you know, it has dimension. So yeah, and this is what it's looking like after I build it up a couple of times to create that particular shape that I'm going for, as you can see here. So I'm continuing with this particular look with constantly adding more colors so it can appear a lot darker, because I want that to recede. And then I'm going to go over the untouched portion with glittery eyeshadow to make it look or create the illusion that this is my lid and that is the crease, my natural crease, or the socket of you know, my orbital eye bone, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so right here I'm just using my Maybelline concealer. I forget what the name of it is. And I'm going to cut my crease. I'm just trying to keep it in the very area that was left over that I didn't color with the eyeshadow, as you can see here. So I'm kind of like working that through, and then I'm going to hit it with some a glittery base type of eyeshadow and pack it in really well so that I get good coverage and opacity so that you can see the difference. Okay, so it's at this point I realized I needed a little bit more punch, so I'm going in with my setting spray and using the eyeshadow and going from like the yellow to the orange to like a red, I guess, on the end. Apparently it wasn't giving me enough coverage, so I used my NARS Taj Mahal to try to see if that might help. But yeah, I'm just working it out, trying to get that color really nice. I'm going back in here with my black because I felt like my the look could use a little bit more depth. And right here I'm just working on my brow bone highlight. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so in this little area I'm going to work on my hair portion. So it's going to be out of order. A lot of this is going to be out of order because it makes sense for me to just do it like this, because otherwise it was just a little bit overwhelming because it took me many hours to do this. But yeah, I used the little gold chain and the braiding hair, and I was trying to make my little ponytail. Okay, so that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you I went in with the makeup and I just kind of tied my hair up until I got finished. And as you can see here, after I applied my color and everything, I decided to get some track hair. And I don't know if you remember, like back in the day when they used to do the ponytails, they take the hair, gather up into a ponytail, and then they would use the fake hair or the track hair and go around and around and around and pin it as you're going it around to secure the hair to the ponytail. So that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so after I pinned everything into place, I went in and I used the gold thread to hide the tracks. Okay, so right here I used the gold and the white, and I'm mixing it all in a palette. And right here, just showing you what I used to take it out. And I use an extra white because I felt like it probably wouldn't be enough. So I'm just mixing everything up. Now, initially when I first did it, I didn't like the color. It's looking like Pepto-Bismol, and I'm supposed to be looking red. You know, just like the Jafar thing that I showed you picture. I'm going to use my concealer to highlight, and I'm going to contour with a deeper red. So that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so it's right here. I noticed it was too pink, so I'm adding more red to add more color to my complexion. And once I decided I like that, I just set it everything with a translucent powder. Okay, so this is the point that I'm using the eyeshadow in order to add depth. I used the red in that beauty palette that I was showing you earlier, and I'm drawing in my fake mustache because like Jeannie has a mustache, so that's what I decided to do here. But I look more like I don't know what the hell I look like. So yeah, I'm just penciling in. I didn't in the end I didn't really like it, but I mean, yeah. And this color is from the actual palette. I'm using the black in the smoky palette, I want to say. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going in with the black to add more depth and contour my face because it was looking a little monotone. The red just wasn't giving enough depth. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm working on my brows, just trying to pull everything together. Okay, so right here, blush wouldn't work, like red blush or violet blush, because my skin is red and violet. So I decided to use orange, gold, and yellow highlighter in order to get, you know, the look of like a blush. This is an NYX lip, whatever. And I'm using the same color that I use for the highlight that's supposed to replace the blush on my lips to kind of tie everything together, which ties it to my eyebrows. Now here's the problem. I had purchased some lenses, which I'm going to be doing a video soon all about, and I noticed that one of them was the one that I wanted to use was the seal had been broken, the sclera red. So I ended up using the white instead, and these are one-day contacts. I'll do a video pretty soon, so just keep an eye out for that. Okay, so the body was really hard, honestly. I'm trying to smear all of this all over my body to get an even more realistic look, because I mean, once I got finished, I was like, oh wow, I really do look like, you know, devil's spawn or whatever. But I mean, yeah, it just wasn't enough product. So like, if you were into trying to do in your whole body, you're gonna need a couple of these, and that little palette just isn't enough. And matter of fact, I don't even think that the color was enough. Here I am trying to blend it out with a sponge. It was like a little bitty tiny sponge, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just rub it in. If I can just get the tint, I would be satisfied, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make it stretch as best as I could. So that's what you see me doing here. I would also like to mention that this stuff rubs off pretty easy, so just keep that in mind. I wasn't too happy about that, but this is the way this stuff works. Okay, so up next I'm using the white to like highlight, and I'm going to be contouring to make my chest look a little bit more 3D, and as opposed to like just, you know, monotone one color flat. So yeah, I set everything with a translucent powder, same as I did with my face. This right here, I'm using the eyeshadow to try to add a little bit more red, violet red, what have you, onto my complexion to set it. I've already set it with a powder, translucent powder. Now I'm going in with a eyeshadow in that shade. I'm using black again to define my my bones and structure, to so it's not so flat and what have you. Okay, so that's what you see me doing here. You saw my back wasn't done, but you only see the front anyway, so why not? Right here I'm taking that same highlight I use on my my lids and my cheekbones, and I'm applying it to my collarbone and you know, everywhere where I want dimension. Okay, so I'm just using like a bit of oil to try to get all of this stuff off my body. So that's what you see me doing here for removal, because I found this an easier way to get all of this stuff off, because yeah, you could jump in the shower. I don't have a shower, but yeah, this is the way I was able to remove it. And I just use a warm moist towel, and I was able to get most of it off before jumping into the bath and taking the rest off. And yeah, I didn't want to stain in my tub and what have you. Just stain the towel, that's all, you know. So that's what you see me doing here. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something in the process. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.